Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for, here we go, week 19 of 2016. It is May 9th, Monday. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. So here we go, week 19. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from today's session. It was 7 setups today, covering 3 markets: the ES, the NQ, and the YM, the 3 indices. Not trading the crude, but we'll take a look at the trending crude today. As you scroll down here, week 19, getting a bunch of my charts and write-up blog sites. Check out the crude today. Nice daily trend to the downside. Buy signal? No, it was all sell. Solid Heikin Ashi bars, 3 charts in the red, good for a qualified entry. Wait for the pullback and to the downside. Again, this was all pre-market already, and we'll actually show you a little bit how that played out the rest of the session. But a lot of choppy here for a Monday. Very slow action. It was trend number 4 of the day towards the close of the session. Buy signal to the upside on all 3 indices. Look at that beautiful gold standard setup right there. Do you have the patience to wait for that all day? There you go. Buy signal to the upside, ride it up, 1 contract off, wait for the wait for the first red candle. It's up to you how you manage on the way up. But this trader here, you take off 1 contract and let your runner go, let your winners run, and there it was. Solid body tail up on all 4 charts across. When I talk about charts, I mean the horizontal bars, and on all 3 charts here. And there was the setup there in the morning session. Before the afternoon session, thinking we had a possibility of price action to the downside, but there it was. Solid Heikin Ashi bar, solid body tailed down. 2 to 3 charts, 3 to 4 charts, higher probability of success on the trend, and you just simply manage. If the trend is there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. It wasn't there today, so you take small pockets of opportunities. That's right, it was a light Monday here. Econ data for today, Monday, May 9th. Not much to speak of. A couple Fed speakers up. As we look across the week, we'll get there in at the wrap-up. All right, before we jump into the crude here, let's take a look at the AD line. Advancers, decliners here pertaining to the 3 indices before we get here to the crude. Solid Heikin Ashi bar, downside indicating trend on the AD line. Downside holding underneath the 10 exponential moving average for the most part till the European close. It was all to the downside. Interesting, after an overnight session that was all upside, pre-market downside and back upside. It was kind of loopy today, but anyway, price action, there it is. 750 found its line of support and back to the upside, and pretty much zero held the day. All right, let's take a look at the crude here. Crude again to the downside. We had that pre-market pick that I just showed you at the beginning. Very nice smooth downtrend. A little bit of chop here towards the early AM session. And then, again, looking for the nice trend here. Solid Heikin Ashi bars, solid body down. 4 charts in sync, and why not that one right there? I mean, that's a sell signal. Well, take a look at the bar. It's not a trend bar, so it doesn't put you in. That's right, not a solid body to the Heikin Ashi candle and no tail down. So you hold off and you wait for the entry. The same picture over here around 1019, 1020. Solid Heikin Ashi bar downside. Again, same signal here. You can always look for the early trend when you have 3 charts in the red. So you wouldn't have to wait for the crossover. Put you in a couple bars back. Again, re-entry. Take your contracts off a little sooner besides the initial entry, which was pre-market. But it is the technical momentum. Pre-market was all red. It was red the entire session. There on the 51.44 1 minute chart. So very nice holding all the way to the downside in the afternoon chop. Take a look at the YM. YM picture again. AD line coming downside in the early morning session, giving you the opportunity of 2 to 3 charts in the red. Not a bad entry there. Solid body tail down. What was the 51.44 doing? Well, there it was. It was couldn't break above the 50 and the 144. Right there, and bang to the downside. Resistance here at the 50 gives you another opportunity to the downside. Solid Heikin Ashi bar, tail down. And then it was chopped for the remainder of the session until we got to there it was. The next trend and last trend of the day didn't move too much, but again, trends are trends and ticks are ticks. So solid body up for trend number 4 after breaking above the 51.44. We had the similar picture there on the NQ today. Solid body tails down pre-market, reverse it. Look at this. Look at this price action. Up, down, up. Make you kind of nuts. Anyway, here we go. 3 charts in the green upside, 3 charts in the green upside, and 4 charts. That was 4 charts in the green. Another 4 charts in the green. So a couple of entries up here again for short amount of ticks. But it really came down to if you manage to ride the tail down here towards the European close in the last hour, that was the better of the setups with 3 charts in the red. Would have avoided this here. But solid body, tail down, Heikin Ashi bar, 3 charts in the red puts you for the short and until setup number 4 here at the end of the session. And wrapping up with the ES here, let's take a look at the ES price action. Same pick, up, down, pre-market, and right to the downside. But again, we mentioned only 2 charts in the red, not one of my favorite setups. But again, you saw that, you know, price action was kind of duking it out up here. Did not confirm that our momentum was downside, so you avoid this setup. Sometimes you have to let those trends run. But there it was, solid body, tail down. Let's take a look at that a little bit closer. There you go. Solid body to the candle, tail down, 4 charts in the red, ES, that's right, there it is. Breaks down underneath the 51.44, puts you into the short on the ES. Ticks are ticks at the end of the day. Then you got a little bit of choppiness, 2 charts, 2 charts, 2 charts. Finally, 3 charts here at around that 107 hour where price action was holding above the 50. And then finally, in sync with the other 3 to the upside buy signal there. That was the best setup of the session. One of the charts we've been playing with lately is adding a 50-period T3 moving average to the chart, which is just like a point of control, just like any other moving average. A lot of times you see price action simply bounce off it. It could be a VWAP, volume weighted average price. But finding that the T3 moving average set to a 50 EMA on this similar chart, having some nice results. So we'll be watching that throughout the week. Let's take a look at the daily big pick as we move into tomorrow. Again, overnight session, no indicator of where we're going to run in the U.S. session, but there it is under volume on the crude as price action coming down to that 200-period moving average. 144 EMA here as a confirmed uptrend on a 4-hour chart, so T3 moving averages. Downside now underneath the 50, holding near at the 144, looking at the 200 MA for support. We have Fibonacci targets upside. If we go and break this Fibonacci 50% here, this fib extension will be invalidated, and we'll continue to draw down to some of these former fib levels. What am I looking for? Well, either support at some of these fib levels or as well as the daily gaps, which we'll see here in a moment. Here we could see a nice open gap here sitting down here around 37.50. Let's take a look at the 3 indices here. Price action to the upside, as we see here, NQ trying to make a lift here. Volume across the board just under 60-day average volume. 144.50s price action all the way across the board. But what you can appreciate down in this downward trend, we had a pullback on the Sunday. Started on Friday's market, but look at the resistance at the 50 EMA. 50 EMA. So what am I looking for tomorrow? Well, let's see if that able to break above that 50. Break above that 50. We got the 144 ahead. The ES and the YM here finding that support at the 50 EMA. So that's good for now. If for any reason we can't hold this 50 EMA and T3 moving averages bring us back down, then we need to start to look to the 200 period moving average for support, including some weekly or some Fibonacci's to the downside. There's our daily gaps again. 2015 highs here on the YM upside, 17,895. We're holding here on the NQ around 38% fib retracement and the 23% fib retracement on the ES. Taking a look at the open gaps here down below as crude continues its way downwards. Here we got one at 40.24 and 37.90. And taking a look at volume profile, there's our projection level, 17,546. Pushing above that, 600 EV kind of settled around there last week. And again, NQ pushing up above 42.81. ES hanging on that 600-day VPOC today, 20.60.50, and the crude to the upside. Take a look, see, did we hit any Fibonacci targets today? Oh, we came so close on the ES and YM, but it was the NQ today. Fib target to the upside, 43.50, right there at the beginning of the session, and kind of huddled around that. And we ever came so close on the other indices as well, but it was the NQ hitting its Fibonacci target, nothing to the downside today. All right, let's go back one more time to daily big pick. What are we looking for tomorrow? Well, we only trade the charts in front of us. So simply watch the overnight action, watch for key levels, moving averages. Always look for the intraday setup, as many charts in sync as possible, as we just showed you. That's right. You look to the daily trend. You look for as many charts in sync regardless. Always be ready in both directions regardless of where the big picture is. But the big picture right now is downward trend. So if we do have a move to the downside, it's just nicer to know that you're in sync with the bigger picture, which sometimes can mean a more powerful move. But either way, ticks are ticks, and manage your stop when in a trade. All right, let's take a look for tomorrow. Econ data. Redbook and Jolts and wholesale trade. Going to watch that for maybe a possible small mover here as we roll out the week. Again, NBA looking to Wednesday to the crude report, and then finish up Friday in the strengths. All right, again, trading session focus. Make sure, Jedi traders, you follow me. Futures, ETF, and market cap leaders. Weekly post here at tradingfibs.com that includes a not only a video on the markets, on the futures markets and my technical outlook, but as well as covering the markets from the futures all the way down to this total stock market index. Again, go ahead and click on the link right here, weekly supplemental, which brings up a wonderful 98-page document for you that includes a variety of charts based on the Thinkorswim platform, or you can use actually the Sierra charts and a overall T3 momentum where we are currently in based on a 4-hour chart, a daily chart, and a weekly chart, and that's it. You got to watch your charts every day, but sure helps a lot when you're interested in a certain particular option stock, future, or that's right, FX pair to see where you are, current trend, wait for the pullback. All right. That concludes today's insights into the daily trend. Feel free to stop by at my website, tradingfibs.com, or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My mantra, my trading mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at tradingfibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, leave your bias at the door when trading. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day, good night, and good trading.